Austin here. We back at Hey guys, Austin here. Hey guys, top of the morning to you. Back at it like a crack addict. Today I'm here with
Jared,
Annabelle,
Parker,
Bryce,
our guest speaker Bryce,
our guest Bryce,
Marcus,
Jacob,
and
Jared.
Austin. Thanks for watching.
Right now, Annabelle's on the phone.
Okay, Annabelle on the phone right now, but that's alright. Today's theme is loyalty.
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 Jared's speaking right now, and we're gonna.
Who has a story to share about loyalty? Austin, you said you had a story.
Oh, our theme this week is loyalty. Okay, here. This is why we chose loyalty. So, Mildred discovers the secret of books that Montauk has been keeping in his vent, and she has to stay loyal to him and keep his secret.
Is it on?
And also, Montauk is trying to be loyal to Betty because Betty told him all the stuff on why they're in charge of keeping the society happy. And he's not doing a very good job.
I think he's doing a great job.
I don't.
So, who has a story to share about
Yeah,
loyalty?
what's the story about loyalty?
Austin, you have a story?
I got a story about loyalty, but hold on, I need to find the remote.
Alright, Parker.
Well, I have a story about loyalty. So, I was hanging out with Marcus, and it was about a month ago, and it was me, Marcus, and John. And John was acting up, so I stabbed John. Now, Marcus was being loyal by not calling the police. However, Marcus did tell my parents, so that was not loyal.
That was a really good story.
Okay. Now,
Does anyone have an actual story about
I have an actual story.
Alright. Jared, you already spoke last time. Gotta
Well,
get someone new.
Can I tell my story though?
Yeah, you can tell your story.
Okay, so I'm gonna use the same example, kind of like when I'm playing Minecraft. My friends.
Wrong
Minecraft
game.
today.
Wrong game.
Minecraft is still a story. So whenever I play with my friends, they like to steal my stuff that I worked hard for, and that's not loyal, because they go behind my back and just take my diamonds,
Isn't
my
this
coal.
the story that you told last time?
That is literally the same thing. Alright, I got a story about
Alright, Parker has an actual.
It encompasses all themes.
Parker has a real
Like the
story
story
to
of
share.
Jesus.
Alright, so it was one time, I was probably about like 6, maybe 7, and this was when I lived in Illinois, right?
Yeah.
I thought you lived in Florida. But...
No, not at this point. I lived in Florida, then Illinois, then Georgia.
Oh wait, that's weird. Okay.
Yeah, so there's this.
Wow.
So, my brother, they were little snitches. I have 2 of them. They're the same age,
I still are.
and they're just little snitches.
They're twins, right?
They are
Snitches?
twins, yeah.
Yeah, because when
They
I
look the same.
come in, one was at the dinner table and one was on the couch, and I was
I
like,
was shook.
what's going on here?
Oh what?
Some Naruto there.
Yeah, so
Oh my god.
whenever they do something that get them in trouble, they'd always blame it on me. So they weren't loyal at all. But like I'd always cover it up for them, like when they do
Because you
something.
were loyal to them.
Yeah, because I'm loyal to them. I made sure like my mom didn't get like too angry at them.
Did you ever take credit for it?
No, like if she's like blamed it on them, like I kind of like just stepped away, like okay.
Oh.
But like I made sure that like they didn't get into bad
Too much
trouble.
trouble,
Yeah. So I was
Good
loyal
brotherly
to my
thing to
brothers.
do.
I have a story as well.
Okay.
Right, and then share.
My cousin, Julia, cheated on her boyfriend.
Okay.
Whoa.
And so she wasn't loyal to him, but I stayed loyal by not telling her.
That's messed up.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, it's loyal in a way, but like, yeah.
Yeah.
What's next topic?
I'd
Alright,
right
well, keep us
Yeah,
on
okay.
track.
So now we're doing our 30-second recap. I hope everyone read.
Yep.
Alright, you're up, Jacob.
Okay.
Where's the?
Wait, hold on, I
gotta
got
get the timer up.
How about
Okay.
we have Parker? We should have Parker
Yeah,
go
that's
first.
perfect.
Nah, Jacob. It's gonna
Parker,
be
Parker,
go in
two,
this order. Parker,
1.
Go.
Okay, so Montauk found like some Montauk has a Bible, and he brings it to this old guy, I don't remember his name, starts with an F, and he says, I'm starting to learn stuff, and I'm starting to feel like I want to learn more stuff. And I think I can learn more stuff from the Bible, so can you help me print it and like start a revolution and all that?
Time's up.
Done. Better luck next time. Okay, Marcus.
Did that happen?
That happens towards the end of our
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Ready,
Does the
Marcus?
mic have to be like right there?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1, go.
All right. So this section begins with Montauk and the rest of the firemen going off to this one girl's house. She had a whole bunch of books. They were planning on burning them, but then the old lady was like, "No, I want to stay with my books." So that she stayed there and lit the match herself and burned her house and herself in the process. The next day, Montauk skipped work, called in sick. And he was talking to his wife about like having a whole conversation basically about how he's not happy and stuff and why he's not happy. And then that night, then Betty comes, and then
Okay, done.
Oh, cool.
All right, my turn.
Yeah, it is your turn. I'll time you, bro. Got you.
All right, you got me.
Yeah. All right, Parker.
Okay.
Don't disappoint us.
I won't.
All right, go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so the scene opens with the rules of a fireman. There's 4 rules. You hear the alarm, you go to the fire, you light it as fast as possible, and you go home. Like after the fire's done. So they hear the bell ring, they go to this old lady's house. This old lady's like, "Nah, I like my books." They're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we gotta burn them." So she commits suicide in the fire of the books, and then she dies. And
That's it.
If you're dead, you can't enjoy the books, you know?
Yeah, she's like,
So you can still alive, you can enjoy other stuff. I don't get that.
okay, yeah, that's
Can I go next?
Yeah, you're next in
You're
order.
actually next.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Why are you so excited?
Oh, actually, Austin can go then.
Okay,
Ladies first,
3,
Austin.
2, 1, go.
Alright, so basically, Alright, so this lady, the guy Montauk goes to this lady's house, and this lady was like, "No, I don't want to give her my books." And he was like, "Well, fam, I'm gonna have to burn these books." So then she was like, "Well, I'm gonna die with my books." And guy Montauk was like, "What?" So then, but they ended up burning her and the books. So then guy Montauk is traumatized, but then he starts thinking, maybe books are good and we should start reading them and stuff. So then he takes one home. He tells Mildred. And Mildred has to be loyal by not.
Oh, your time is up. Parker, what are you doing?
My bad.
That was well over 30 seconds, Austin.
All right, Annabelle, your turn.
No, actually,
3.
it's Jared's turn.
2,
We're actually loading up something right now.
Okay,
3, 2, 1, and go.
So with this scene, it starts off with, Guy Montauk goes to this lady's house. And sorry about this advertisement right now. So yeah, Guy Montauk goes to this lady's house and says there's a bunch of books, so they're gonna burn it. This lady's all like, no, I want to keep my books. But they end up lighting the books, and she ends up lighting herself on fire. Everyone's all like, oh, well, the bleep app isn't working. I was gonna use it, but she burns herself, and then Guy Montauk realizes that books really aren't that bad. So then he starts to, keep books for himself.
All right, Annabelle.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
So we open up with them going to the old lady's house where she refuses to leave her books and lights the fire herself to burn her and the books down. They're silent on the way back to the firehouse. Montauk the next day doesn't want to go to work because he's completely scarred from it. He talks to his wife Mildred about not being happy and finds out that Clarice actually died, and the Mildred actually forgot to mention that to him. So then he gives her the books, and together shows her the books, and together they're gonna start reading them together. Okay. That's just.
Okay, what's next?
You crammed a lot.
All right. So now we're gonna discuss why we picked loyalty, which we kind of did, and then we're gonna select a scene from the book.
Randomly. I'll select it.
No, that's for 4, not 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna randomly select this random scene.
Okay, or we could just say, yup.
Emma, what was your favorite scene in this section? Let's talk about that. Why don't you just pick a
favorite
general scene?
Okay, well, that has to do with loyalty.
Yeah, you can really.
Okay, well, Mildred, when they're showing the books, she actually she's loyal at first to Montauk because she makes an effort to read the books with him, and I thought that was really sweet.
Was that like the very end?
That was very end of the section, yeah.
Awesome.
My when that old girl, the old lady, I don't know her name, but she
She was loyal to
her
books.
dying, going down the flame with the books is like a pilot going down with the ship. She is loyal to the books, and the pilot is
Did you
loyal to
say
his
pilot
plane.
going down with the ship? Isn't it?
And I was going. This is Jared
Yeah,
speaking, by the
that
way.
could relate back
I was
to
going to
it.
say the same scene also. Like, I like how she said, "Oh, my books gotta go. I'm gonna stay loyal to them. I gotta go."
Yep. Next.
That was good.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you guys. I think that, first of all, I like how, oh, what's his wife's name? Mildred. I like how Mildred was loyal to, Montauk by, like, not, like, turning him in and, like, getting all his books burned. But I also like how, like, the lady was like, yeah, these are my books, I'm going down with them. I thought that was really powerful. Very powerful scenes.
Really sad though. She died.
Y'all stop throwing phones at each other.
We're not throwing phones at each other. You can't prove that.
Yeah, I'm pretty positive.
I'll take a video.
Okay, Marcus.
Okay. This is kind of the opposite of loyalty, disloyal. Montauk is being disloyal.
Talk towards the mic.
Montauk is being disloyal towards what the firemen stand for by having all these books hidden and proceeding to read them with Mildred.
Jacob? It's a theme discussion.
Talking to the mic.
Theme discuss. I had a good one, but it bleeds into like pages after 108.
Oh, yeah, we're talking
So
about
it's going to spoil it, is what you're trying to say.
A little.
Okay.
Okay, well,
we're
don't
going
do
to talk
that.
about this.
You have to leave in 5 minutes.
I
And
know!
you have to have a tuxedo on.
I know!
And your friends can finish up because we don't have to leave for like another 30 minutes. But you can't get in trouble for not being at your concert.
True. Okay.
Like for real.
For
Everyone
real.
can come back tomorrow afternoon. Is your project done?
We're almost done.
You're stressing me out, kid.
Okay. Okay, so I guess we'll go really
The first
quickly
one was better.
since Parker only has 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Tell me why.
It's like we forgot Jacob or something.
Oh,
Yeah, yes, by the way.
No, I was gonna spoil it.
Annabelle forgot Jacob.
Miss
No,
Copeland,
I
this
did.
tends to
Yes, you
happen.
okay, here. So for 4, we're gonna select on one scene and then explain like its literal meaning.
I could.
I picked the scene when Betty was telling Montauk that they're kind of the people everyone's relying on for their happiness.
Oh, I'm the literary luminary. It's my job.
Okay.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay.
So-
Okay. Yeah. Go.
So the literal meaning, I think this was definitely a commentary on America as a whole, and yeah, definitely America as a whole, and the direction that we're going to the point where we get sensitive towards people being smarter than us. So it leads to us just like running like a genocide against smarter people and forcing everyone
Well,
to
I
just be
believe that
happy
right
and
now.
less smart.
We are afraid of people that are different from us.
Exactly.
This is why
And smarter. And
they
we value
ban books.
Yeah.
So that people don't gain knowledge,
Exactly.
become more powerful than others, or
Yeah.
more smart than others.
They had good intentions, like making everyone happy, but that led to making society dumber because ignorance is bliss.
Of course. That's.
There you go.
A different person loses each week.
What?
So Jacob just let it.
What?
I what?
You told the literal meaning, the figurative meaning, and what it means to you, right?
Okay.
Oh, I just did all of that?
Did you?
Apparently.
Yeah, I guess.
Was a different person supposed to do like each part of
Yeah.
it?
One person does it each week.
Oh.
Good job, Jacob.
Good job.
I carry.
Shout out to our guest speaker, Bryce, over there.
Do you have any input?
Do we even-
on that?
Hey, Miss Montion, big fan.
It's Coco.
Oh, hey, Miss Copeland, big fan. Who's Miss Montion?
I don't know.
Montauk is the main
Sorry,
character.
that's my teacher.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Miss Copeland, big fan. Heard a lot about you. I really wish I could read this book,
You can. And that's the thing. You
But
can.
I'm illiterate.
That's the thing, Bryce. We're educated.
which is the problem, is that I actually don't have money.
All right,
For a
Annabelle,
book.
what else do we have to talk about?
Well, if
Alright,
you click
so-
on the link in the description, actually, there's a free.
Anyway, what do we
Free
talk
giveaway.
about?
Okay.
Oh.
And
Our favorite characters. of this-
wow, you got it.
favorite characters of this section.
All right. So I guess you can start.
Cool.
Wait. Let's.
I was going to. Okay.
Who are our characters? There's Mildred, Betty, and Montauk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, my favorite character of this section would have to be Montauk because he's such a curious person to have all those books and want to read all of them, like at least 20 of them. And I can relate back to that because I'm a very curious person.
But you don't read.
I don't know how to read, but I'm a very curious person.
Okay. Cool.
Same thing. Montauk is actually my favorite character in the section, but for a different reason because I think it's kind of, I would say, courageous that he can go against, society rules and keep books. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can relate back to that because I have some items that really.
Your music taste?
Well, hey, no.
What kind of music do you like?
No, alternative. But like, I'm not gonna say these certain items because it's kind of illegal. But that goes against society. But I still find interest in them.
All right.
Jacob?
I respect you for
Can you
that.
say your part in Russian?
Say who your favorite character is and why, and how they relate back to you.
And also say
Мне очень нравится, what's his name?
Montauk.
Монтаг. I keep wanting to say Montang. Мне очень нравится Монтанг, потому что он мой. I just said мой. I'm getting my language. I'm taking Spanish. Он очень
You can say it in
Gluply.
English.
глупый.
Basically, what he said, Miss Copeland, is that we love you.
No, actually, we actually want him to
I love
translate
you.
what that meant. So Jacob, can you translate that?
I said I really like Montang because he's really smart. Montag.
Yeah, I like the character, the old lady that dies. Because she's a ride or die. I need me a girl like that if I die, she's going to die too. That's it.
I would do that.
No, you wouldn't. Anyway.
No. Alright. I would choose Betty because I think it was very kind of him to, out of his way, go to Montauk because he knew what he was feeling, and it was very sweet that he made him aware of his responsibilities. Yeah. So that concludes our podcast this week for loyalty.
Come back.
We'll
next
be
week.
back in 2 days.
Oh, yeah, we'll be back in 2 days talking about what's our next theme, Annabelle?
It's a secret.
Oh!